My name's Lainey Nedgedley. One of my favorite memories from Sandusky Speedway is I won the 2021 Beginner's Track Championship after working hard all year to get the car ready and on the track every week, and had numerous people helping me, but it's probably my most favorite memory that stands out the most to me here.
Excellent. And you got a pretty cool dog.
Yeah.
Go.
Hi, my name is Rick Johnson. Born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. I race in the Ohio Wheelman Series. My best race ever at Sandusky Speedway was probably 2007. I got my first ever heat race win, and I led quite a bit of the feature race. My worst memory here was probably 2004 when I totaled my car. But other than that, I love this place. I hate to see it gone, but I really enjoy racing here, so I'm glad to be back for at least one more time.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, Brian Neubauer here, Neubauer Family Racing. Talking about what this place means to us as kids. I mean, literally, I was born here.
He backed up and went.
I was born in 77. I was the first ever hangar race. January 1 of 78. My parents ran the place with other friends, Larry Bowes, Tiny, all those guys. We grew up picking up trash, we grew up cutting grass, we grew up concession stands, everything else. My brother got an announcing here with Dad, stuff like that. So we always dreamed of running super modifieds here at Sandusky. And thankfully, with this 350 series we have now, we came out of the car, came to the car in Massachusetts, picked it up, didn't know what we had, fired it up at work, came out, played the first year. That car led into a small block and a big block. That led into getting rid of the big block into 2 small blocks, and it just snowballed from there. But the biggest thing is we were chasing a bucket list dream from kids who used to pick up trash and do all the little jobs here as little kids to actually get to own and race super modifieds. And that's been the funnest part of this whole venture with my dad and my brother. So, and we've got all the great help. We got Duke Shires, we got Timmy Sisson, Zach Sears. I mean, we've got so much help from. But again, like Chris Duke Shires, who's running this weekend for Doug, the same way he grew up here and he's always wanted to run a super modified. So we were able to give him that dream too at what could be the last race he ever. So that's what we're kind of about, is chasing dreams, making dreams, and making them come true. So that's what we like to do here. It'd be sad to see this place go. I hope somebody takes it over and keeps it on the track. But if it doesn't, it's been 75 years. They had a great run, and childhood, things come and go. So I mean, I hate to see it go, but if it does, it's part of the process. So.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Todd Shannon, here to share a memory for Cavalcade. Mine go way back from being a little kid. Obviously, I liked all the race cars back then when I was a kid, but when I got older and I started driving pure stocks in the 1990s, I really enjoyed the Cavalcade because it was the end of the season and we all had an opportunity to spend some time together before the winter. And of course we would drink a few beers and everything, maybe too many. And I remember one time coming back to the track, I was kind of hungover, and there was a couch out by the road. And the guy that was starting next to me in the race was sleeping on the couch that was out by the road. And I thought, this is going to be a really fun day right here. So I would say that's probably my most favorite memory. I don't remember what happened or where we finished or whatever, but it was certainly a lot of fun.
And go.
Coming in, Noah Rasmus, at the 173 Super, and we typically race at Sandusky Speedway, and we always try to come out here a couple times a year to Sandusky and have a little fun. I mean, it's always been kind of a vacation for us since growing up. My dad and Jason Spalding had a Isabel Super together, and we came out here a couple times, and it was always kind of a family vacation for us. And it's sad that's going to leave us, but I'm sure we'll go and always find somewhere else to go and race. It's been a fun time so far, and hopefully we keep doing it.
Any sponsors you want to mention?
Yeah, for sure. Jason Automotive, Total Fire Protection, SR Fuels, Local Coffee Express, Rupert Party Rentals, Barnett Forestry Products, KS Trucking, Testing Divas, and Nation Tobacco Training.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tyler Schulich. Sandusky Speedway has been like a huge part of my life since I was a kid, and growing up 20, 25 miles away. So I was out here quite a bit as a kid, racing on this, the infield here and the dirt track as a kid. Quarter midgets, spent a lot of Friday nights out here. And then also growing up with Kevin Jr. together, and he was racing at the same time, so we just kind of grew up in the same, had the same hobby. So spent a lot of time out here hanging out with him and friends, and bonfires during the summer, and it was I grew up a lot here, so to see it maybe go away is really does hurt. So hopefully somebody does grab it and keep the racetrack. It's got a lot of potential, and a lot of people love coming here, so hopefully we can keep doing that.
Go ahead.
My name is Matt Wilson. I drive the 48 Street Stock. My sponsors are Keeners Cleaners, JD Transport, Francis Engineering, and Van Dorn Racing Development, Sandusky Speedway Graphics, and Holbrook Sewer and Excavating. And we're here at the Sandusky Speedway Cavalcade, probably the last one. This track means a lot to me. I started racing here in 2005 in a little 4-cylinder, and it was just me and my dad would come every week. And we used to spend the night sometimes in a tent over there in the grass, and we'd race on Sundays. And this track's been really good to me. We went to Lorraine for a long time, but this has always kind of been a home to me. And I got a lot of great memories here. My first heat win, we used to get paid underneath the shack and get our trophies, and Bev would be there handing out the trophies and the money. And my very first heat win, Kevin hugged me so bad, he didn't even know who I was. He gave me such a bear hug, I dropped the trophy. They had to give me another one. And so I've had a lot of great times here with my family. I met my wife here. She was racing, she was 11 years old, I was 14. So sad to see it go. I hope it stays a racetrack, but it'll be a fun cavalcade.
Go ahead.
My name's Zach Myers. I run the 3NY Pro Compact. Started racing back in 2013 when I was 14 years old, and won the King of Ohio Compact and Ohio for Chargers Championship back out in Paynesville at 2019, and excited for the weekend.
Go.
Hi, my name is Denny Watson. I've been in racing since 1976. I've been car owner, I've been safety crew tech man, 34 years here at Sandusky. Then I went with MSA, MSS, I'm tech man for the big blocks, small blocks. Met my wife here. All my kids, they met their wife or husbands here. Been a lot of good memories here. Don't know where to start, which one, but one of these days when I get old enough, I'm going to get out of racing. But I'm 70 right now, and I'm not ready. We have my buddy here. She goes to all the races with me. She takes care of all the complaints, so that if the drivers have any. She listens real good, and she don't talk back to the drivers. But a lot of good memories. Been through a lot of owners, a lot of promoters. Today, Goodfield Super Modified. I think I got 24 here. A lot of stock cars, E-Mod, you name it. Other than that, there's so many memories. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to start.
All right. Go ahead.
Rich DeWitt Jr., South Amherst, Ohio. Drive the 16 Super Modified. Memories here. There's a lot, but some of the most ones are building my car and finishing second in points, winning a championship, winning a high miler, getting a high miler win before they close down, or whatever may happen with it. Is probably a good memory for me and my crew. Like I said, I started racing asphalt here on my go-karts. Then they did the dirt track. We went dirt racing, and pretty much only ran the stock car here as our home track. But it's gonna suck not to have a home to race no more. If it does not be a racetrack no more, but so it's super we're gonna travel with. So other than that, it just sucks to see home go away. Sponsors to thank all of my time out here is Triple J LM Construction, Uncle Leroy Incorporated, Wallace and DeWitt Racing Engines. This is my grandparents and my father. Sandstone Trucking and Excavating, Congrass Trucking, Perfection Fabricators, Timmy's Lawn Care, Kevin Hill at Lubrication Supply came aboard this year. He was a big one to come out for us. Just everybody is involved. I can't thank them enough. And everything they do for me and the team and the car. Yeah, it's sad to see it go, but hopefully it stays on track.
Go ahead.
Kenny Sharp from Fort Clinton, Ohio, here at Sandusky Speedway.
Yeah.
Let's see. My biggest memories from being here is probably, the four in a row modified track championships. Met my wife here. 4 beautiful kids. New one here in the last 3 days. Out here having fun with the supers. We got engaged here on the front stretch. Thanks to Sandusky Speedway Graphics, Chris Races Engines, H2 Pro, Spot, and Bravo Vision. I don't really have a whole lot other than been here my entire life. My dad's been racing here since before I was born. I've been racing here since I was 11. The year I started, when Kevin Jaycock took the place over. So he's owned the place for 24 years, as long as I've been racing for 24 years.
Go ahead.
How you doing? Mike Shepard, driver of the 38 Ohio Wheelman Series car. One of my greatest memories of Sandusky Speedway, besides my childhood, would probably be my sprint car win here on May 30th, 2009. Came out that year, racing for John Camrock. Had my crew chief Kevin Shirey, also teammate that year. Kind of put the car together our second night out. I come out of 4 and Ensign was leading, and I pulled the move on Ensign going into 1. Tim was an awesome racer, and we went side by side out of 2, pulled them, and by the end of that race I held off Talon Stevens for my first sprint car win in my second start. So that's probably one of my greatest wins.
Any sponsors?
Yeah, a lot of help through the years. Definitely the Shireys. They kind of got me involved in this, along with my late Uncle Jim. He was a true aspiration to our team for sure. But Heritage Plumbing through the years, Radar, Shireys, and then just the family and friends, and my wife and son Connor supporting me for the 25 years I've spent here.
My name's Brandon Bailey. Raced out here for a couple years and started off in the factory, the All-American Iron Series. Bunch of big wins, bunch of big builds. Love this track, love the people here. I hope it could stay longer, but wishful thinking. Hopefully it does. Hopefully we can progress forward. Got to be thankful for everybody that's pushed me along the way. Some of these guys, they'll be family forever.
My name's Kevin Jaycock. My favorite moment was probably High Miler 12 years ago. We were real busy. It was fan appreciation night. Todd Gibson, who is a legend here, asked me to stop at his camper. Stopped at his camper, gave me a couple drinks. I didn't think, no big deal. Well, my wife was yelling at me, Bev at that time was yelling at me that we had to get going, gates were open, we're packed. I stood up and fell right to my face. I was hammered, but and then the next day, or actually 2 years later, my pit steward person, or my pit booth person said, "Hey, your dad wasn't on the list, but I let him in." So my dad's been dead for 5 years. And it was Todd Gibson said he was my dad. So great memories with a great legend.